Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Full English Vidcast or podcast Vidcast. This is episode 10 of the podcast. This is episode 2 of the Vidcast, and this is our E3 special.
We're all really excited.
We've got Lee Bradley here.
Hi, right.
And we've got Rich Walker here.
Hey.
It's too cool for school.
But you're still going to remember this is a podcast as well.
What if I just do that?
Well, that works. People are now just be going from the podcast going, I wonder what he was doing at that point.
So for the sake of the podcast, hello.
Alright, that sounds a lot better. Welcome to our E3 special. This is our Pre-E3 special. So what I've done there is I put the E and E3 as part of it. Pre-E3. We're just going to basically speculate and talk about what we want.
What we demand.
Yeah, what we demand.
E3 as discerning consumers.
Yeah, and that. So the setup is going to be completely different to normal. We're just going to break it down by publisher, by what we want for the show, what we expect from the show, and then titles. And we're going to talk about some new titles. I mean one that's going to be brand new and announced by the time this podcast goes out, which is...
I've forgotten what it's called.
Homefront.
Yeah, Homefront, The Revolution.
Is it The Revolution or just Homefront?
I don't know. Don't press me for details like that.
You should know this.
I think
it's just Revolution.
Revolution sounds more punchy.
It's Revolution.
Okay.
And it's really good, and we'll talk about it later.
Is it a revolution?
It's next gen only, which is quite exciting.
That's a revolution at the moment.
Yeah.
Jesus. So should we just start from the top?
Yes.
Well, let's not start from the top. Let's start with... So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down by order of press conferences and then break out into third parties. So first press conference on the Monday morning at 9 a.m. PDT. It's PDT, I think?
Pacific Daily Time.
Pacific Daylight Time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's West Coast, -8 GMT. And then it will roll on to EA, who is the next one. Then we'll roll on to Ubisoft. And then we'll roll on to Sony before going through the likes of Sega, Namco, Activision, Warner Brothers, Crytek, Bethesda.
Maybe Arcane.
No, because that's Bethesda.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, I'm glad you put that in, because I forgot about that.
Yeah, well,
I love that I'm pointing. You can't see that on the vidcast, and you can't hear that on the
I'm still
podcast.
holding out for that one.
I
don't
think it'll happen.
I do.
I kind of hope it doesn't.
It will happen.
We're talking about... Should we say or...
Oh, we will. We're talking about GTA on next gen. That seems to be all the craze these days. We'll talk about that later on. When we get to that.
Done it.
I played again.
Rockstar, focus your energy on something else.
I played again.
You would? I don't think I would.
Would you?
It's just one bloke in the studio that turns the knob to 11.
Yeah.
That's all that happens.
Clicks on a big red button that says "Write to disk."
Export to Xbox One. It's easy. I could do that.
All right. So let's start from the top. Microsoft.
Well, the most obvious thing is hopefully we're going to get to see something considerable for Halo 5.
But is it going to be an impact, like a big game for them, like an impact game, considering it's not coming out till 2015?
I think they will herald it in that fashion because it's their biggest thing. I don't know whether it will be received in that way. It'll be popular because it's Master Chief. It's their biggest thing, but it needs to do something exciting to get me pumped for it.
What does it need to do?
It needs to be. It needs to be like Hearthstone with little Halo characters instead.
I would play that.
World of Warcraft.
I would play that.
It needs to copy Destiny.
Wow!
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Hi, 343 will make an MMO shooter that's set on a moon outside Destiny's moon.
I don't know if I'd want that, but the truth of it is that's the way that shooters are evolving, right? They're getting more kind of mingle player. They're kind of all getting a little bit MMO-y. Look at Titanfall. Yeah, kind of like that. Destiny's quite a lot like that. Mm-hmm. That is a way that it could go, but that would be weird, right?
I don't think they'll want to change up the formula too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's still a multiplayer competitive shooter at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
It's an e-sport.
Plus,
well, it was.
People want to be Master Chief. You can't all be Master Chief within a big world running around with a battle rifle.
Spartan. Different colour armour.
I don't know, it's interesting.
I've always wanted to be a purple Spartan.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a blue one or a red one. I want to be a purple one.
You can be in multiplayer, can't you?
No,
any colour you want.
I guess.
Yeah, you can.
But competitive though, like team stuff, it's red versus blue.
Yeah. But if it's free for all, it's not.
Did you hear about that program, Red versus Blue? It's where these guys make videos out of Halo characters.
Really? That sounds like the hot new thing. I should check it out.
I'll tell you what, they might set up a company around it and make loads of money.
Yeah,
I think they should. Okay, so obviously we're going to see some Halo. Do you expect to see the Master Chief Collection HD?
Yeah, I think there's been enough talk of that we can expect it, right?
They'd be mad not to.
So what are we talking? 1, 2, 3?
Seems like a license to print money, yeah.
1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4?
3 made sexy.
1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3?
4, would they do 4? Yeah, if it's called the Master Chief Collection and not the trilogy, you'd assume that Halo 4's getting a revamp as well.
I'm not sure I could play all 4 again.
No.
Still got bloody Halo 1 HD anniversary to do again.
Yeah, we were going to do that.
We were going to do that, and you gave away your game.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Lee. Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, sorry about that.
This is why we like you. Okay, so we can expect Gears, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a no-brainer, that one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to see something of it.
Yeah, I'm quite excited about that because I didn't play the spin-off-y one.
Judgment.
I didn't play Judgment. So it's been long enough for me to want to get back into a Gears game. And if it's on next gen, which we know it is, it's going to look pretty damn sexy. So I could go back.
And considering that the last Gears defined the generation effectively.
Yeah.
In terms of cover shooters, in terms of visuals.
It was a huge system seller for them as well, wasn't it?
It's
That
got
and
a lot
Halo
to
3,
live up to.
back to back, they came in pretty quick succession, didn't
There's been nothing like that really this gen so far.
Well,
that's a
Titanfall.
big kind of 1-2.
But I mean, last gen it took a while to get going, didn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, well, those games came out in 2007, didn't they?
I think Gears was 2006 and Halo was 2007.
Is that right? Okay.
So Gears was in the first year of launch, right? Because it launched in 2005 November or December in America. And then the first... Oh, no, it was still 2005 in the UK, wasn't it?
I can vividly remember seeing the adverts and thinking, what's this? Like, it looks kind of like big Space Marines killing
the Mad
stuff,
World.
Yeah. Doesn't look that interesting, I thought, at the time. I don't really know what it was. Well, I was outside the industry.
It's the reason I bought my
then,
Xbox 360. It's Gears.
I was a civvy.
I bought mine for Cameo.
Did you really?
No.
No, I bought mine for Gears and Halo 3 because by the time I got round to buying an Xbox 360, there's loads of stuff out.
Yeah.
Bioshock.
And Bioshock as well, yeah, me too. Yeah,
You know what you haven't got down here?
What have I not got down here?
Fable.
Oh, yeah. That's telling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Do you
right?
know what I mean?
Well, I love Fable, and I would kill for another single player Fable. I couldn't care less.
Well, yeah. I don't quite feel that strongly, but...
Fable Legends, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah. That's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment till they actually show something meaningful.
I've seen it.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago now.
Gamescom last year.
Exactly, that's ages ago.
A million years
played
ago.
it?
No, nobody's played it. No.
Yet.
But the Fable franchise manager has now left Lionhead. That's not a good sign, right?
Well, he's a lovely fella, but he is arguably responsible for the worst games in Fable history.
No, that's a bit harsh. Wow.
Heroes and the Journey.
No, but Heroes was just like a quirky little spin-off. But he was also responsible for one of the best.
What's that?
Fable HD remake.
Is that one of the... Does that count?
The first Fable is the best Fable.
He's the one that turned it up to 11 and then pressed the button.
Yeah, it's different. Like for GTA,
I love Ted to pieces. All I'm saying is, if I was going to pick 2 games from the series not to ever play, it would be the ones that he headed up.
Ted, if you're listening, do send me an email. I can send you Lee's address.
I love you, Ted. I hope you're doing alright with your indie game, mate.
Is he established that that's what he's doing? Yeah?
Well, he keeps on tweeting about the fact he's got Unity and he's fiddling around in it.
Okay.
So who knows?
You know. No one knows. Let's talk a little bit outside the box. Obviously, with them announcing Xbox Games for Gold for the Xbox One and Connectless Xbox, that means that a lot of their non-game orientated announcements are being pushed out early. Didn't they push out one about the Halo TV series as well recently?
Yep. There's been a lot of chat about that recently.
So it seems like they're getting them all out of the way just to focus on the games. Mm-hmm. So let's go through them quick fire. Quantum Break, we've just found out today that's not going to be there.
Gamescom re-reveal isn't on the cards.
And 2015 release.
2015 release, yeah.
Yep.
That's disappointing. That was one of my most anticipated games of the year.
Yeah.
Better that it's delayed and nice and polished. And
I agree.
It kind of makes sense that they're going to do it at Gamescom and not E3 as well, because they're a European developer. So there's that as well. It doesn't necessarily... I don't know. It's a funny one, that game, isn't it? Like, how much have you seen of it?
Nothing.
We've seen nothing really.
Okay, so even at the big
Apart
shows,
from
they
the
haven't really been
trailers.
showing much.
Yeah.
I'm sold on the concept and the developer.
Yeah, it's a great concept. It's you loved Alan Wake, didn't you? So you're in.
I liked Alan Wake too. I thought it was good.
If Alan Wake was a woman, I would marry it. Or
Sure.
her. Marry her.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah, I'm really eager to see more of that. The stuff that came out recently looked good.
Even just the death stuff.
Oh,
He
the
died and he came back with
respawn,
different cinematic kind of things.
That's cool.
But I mean, in terms of like, there's no surprises there. Not one surprise.
Well, it won't be a surprise if you already knew.
Yeah.
But what? So if somebody said to you, "Said Microsoft could announce one game," what would it be?
It would be called Project.
Project.
Yeah.
So are we going to see any more Spark?
I don't really get fussed.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I downloaded the beta and it's just stayed on my hard drive.
It's not for me.
I haven't touched it.
It's funny, we were talking when we did that thing at PAX. We spoke to a few people that when we said, what's the one thing you're most excited about on Xbox One? And they were like, Project Spark, for sure. But I don't know, man.
I think they're on drugs.
I didn't even look. My only frame of reference for that is Little Big Planet, which I love the idea of, but I never did anything in it. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe it's for you, ain't for me.
What about Rare?
Now they're freed from Kinect.
Yeah.
Well,
presumably freed
yeah.
from Kinect.
Everyone's going crazy saying we want Banjo, Banjo.
I'd take a Perfect Dark over Banjo. A proper Perfect Dark.
Really?
This is the difficulty of saying what do you want to be announced, because I'd love them just to come up with a whole brand new thing. Something that we've got no frame of reference for, that kind of instills their kind of characteristics.
Manjo.
Manjo. So if Microsoft came to you and they said, "Okay, Lee, we've been following your career for years, and we're very impressed by it, and we think you can do amazing things at Rare. Here's $100 million. Make a game."
Right. So here we go. It's set in a city.
What city?
A post-apocalyptic city.
Oh.
In the near future.
Future.
Is it about a guy who's got like a big beard and a little girl that he finds and he takes in and kind of? Like
he's got a shaved head and a voice like this. And
does he have bullet time?
Wait though, here's the thing: the city completely full of zombies.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you call it? Dead Rising 4?
No. It's a brand new IP, Dan.
Yeah. So this is your idea for a game?
Yeah.
I would create a game with 2 different cities, a bit like Blade Runner.
Right.
So you've got a really posh. Actually, wasn't it in Deus Ex? You got a posh city that floats.
Yeah, they had that.
There's a bit of that in Remember Me as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there was.
Slums
Yeah, there was.
in the
So
posh
I would
bits.
base it around that.
So Star Wars 1313.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Right, good.
So that's my game. Star Wars
Excellent.
1313, coming 2016, exclusive to iOS.
to the Dan box.
Exclusive to Linux. Because everybody's got Linux.
Mine's a racer with big-headed characters.
Okay. So,
A kart racer based on The Last of Us.
Based on The Road.
The Road. Oh my god. Okay. So basically Fallout.
Yeah, but with big heads and cars.
Fallout Racing. Now there's a game I'd play.
Fallout Racing.
Imagine if they announced that. Fallout
And they were all like bobblehead point you get.
Super mutant.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs
What's
up.
it called? Pip-Boy.
Pit Boys.
Thumbs,
Bolt
isn't he
Boys.
Bolt
Bolt
Boy?
Boy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thumbs up because
Pip-Boy's
if
the
you
thing.
hold it there.
Yeah, we know the video game facts.
Yeah, we've done this
Shall we?
before.
If you want to hear the video game fact that I've just referenced, please go to episode 6. Now, we'll wait.
No, we won't.
Okay, let's forget games because there'll be a lot, and I suspect there'll be a lot of
Let's forget
games.
games. What are we going to talk about?
No, in Microsoft's point. Let's
Well, they promised a lot, so hopefully
so-
they can deliver.
And I think there'll be a lot of new IPs, which is what they're gonna. Are they gonna focus on indie a lot?
No, I don't think they will.
Do you think they'll announce a scrapping of that disparity clause?
Not at E3.
No.
That's not
I
the
don't
right-
think general consumers give a shit about
No,
that.
that's not the right platform.
Yeah,
suppose not.
no, that's like a GDC thing, maybe.
Yeah, or just a pre-show announcement.
Yeah.
Or at-show announcement, but it's not a press conference.
Okay.
What about Microsoft virtual reality?
Yeah, that's possible.
No,
Sony've got
no.
Morpheus,
So-
Oculus Rift. Microsoft's the only one that's
And they can
not
call
jumping
it.
on the bandwagon.
They can call it Neo, and it can be the one
Yeah.
to go with the one.
Yeah, they should. They should call it.
And,
No,
it's better than Morpheus because Morpheus dies. Does Morpheus die?
No. I
Well, he
think-
should die.
I don't-
Right, so we've seen plans for stuff that they've done where they turn your room into
Lumi
like
room.
a Lumi room. There you go. And I've interviewed the bloke at Microsoft Research that has been working on stuff like that for years. But the last thing Microsoft needs, just after they've kind of got rid of Kinect, is another shitty thing that no one's going to use.
What's that? We have a new bundle. It's Xbox One with a Lumi Room.
Yeah.
But a Lumi Room's based on Kinect, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
So that's gone, right, effectively.
Well, yeah.
They're not. Them bringing out a Kinectless Xbox One doesn't mean that they're done with Kinect.
No, but the way that they're talking,
You can get...
they're going to free up the space that Kinect was going to use. They're talking about that. Rare have been talking about what they're going to do post-Kinect.
Right.
So it's not bundled anymore, but it's not the central part of the vision that it was.
Do you think we should all go down to CEX?
I was just about to say that.
Get our fiver for trading.
would you sell... How much would you sell your Kinect for?
£500.
You can just have it.
I'm going to wait till mine's the only Kinect on the planet and then sell it for £7 on eBay.
£2 profit.
Buy it now.
Yeah.
I'll make more than CX.
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to wait till everybody else there's a big landfill full of Kinects. In 20 years' time, Major Nelson, who's in a wheelchair, goes in there.
There's a big pit free in the desert now.
There is. So. But I think that I still love my Kinect, and I said this on our last podcast, and it's a shame. But I think as long as they can get rid of that kind of disparity between Xbox One and PS4 in terms of performance and visuals, I think that's nothing but good. And DX12, that's obviously going to be a big thing for Microsoft, which is pretty good. So yeah, it's Microsoft. Ooh, we expect games.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Electronic Arts.
EA.
So, in classic pre-E3 fashion, we have already had one of their big announcements completely just leaked and blown out the water pre-E3.
We know loads about it now.
That's going to be their big game, right?
Battlefield Hardline.
Well, it's a shame now because they need another ace in the hole, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they can show something substantial with Star Wars, that'd do me and Mirror's Edge.
Or Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect.
We're just going through them really quickly.
We've done them all in one go.
Let's
big Star Wars Battlefront, like sort of big proper reveal, and a big proper Mirror's Edge reveal would blow the roof off their conference.
Blow more than the roof
core.
Just kind of, sorry lads, just covering my...
Like a proper reveal, some gameplay.
And it's available to buy now.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
No, it would never happen.
Somebody asked me that the other day actually. Like, do you reckon anybody would just do a press conference and go, yeah, the game's out now?
They can do that with like a new version of a console.
Valve.
Like the slim Xbox 360 is available now.
Imagine that. Valve got on the stage, announced Half-Life 3 and it's available tomorrow.
It's already on your computer.
We've installed it for you and it's free.
Yeah. But if that happened, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going home, getting on a plane. That's it, I'm straight out of there. Okay, but Star Wars Battlefront was announced last year.
Yeah, and basically all they've done is made the trailer.
Exactly.
They haven't even started.
No, but they didn't even make the trailer. They just farmed it out to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, no concept. Just announce the game. But that was because something else spoiled, wasn't it? Wasn't a slip? So they wanted something big in their arsenal.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I remember that foot coming down and being like,
"Oh,
whoa!"
Was Mirror's Edge? Did that leak?
Yeah, I think that did. I remember that more than the other one. But anyway.
Right, Battlefront. That'd be amazing, right?
Yeah. Bit of gameplay, just a little snippet, a little demo.
3 seconds.
Yeah, we've had the teasery announcement trailer. Right? I want to see
you
gameplay.
missed a game there
Just
as well.
Darth Vader running along the battlefield and chopping off someone's head.
And they go, this is all real-time gameplay.
Yeah. And just the head flying to the screen and, Battlefront!
He's got on a tattoo on the back of his head. It says Battlefront.
And the date goes, and the date is on there.
I'd get behind that. But for me, it's all about Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not. It's all about one further down the list. But Mirror's Edge. Is it time to see Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So again, we had. It was more of a meaty trailer, wasn't it, when they revealed it? Was it a Gamescom or E3?
No, it was E3. It was
E3,
Mirror's Edge and Battlefront.
It was at the same time. Yeah, we need to see more of that, and I want to know that they're doing the right thing with it.
Not turn it into a first person shooter.
Well, yeah, it's about the running. I don't give a crap about guns. Don't want to shoot at all.
No, I played the entire Mirror's Edge without shooting a bullet.
Yeah.
Got Chivo for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
really? Interesting.
So there was that. So yeah, Mirror's Edge. It looked great last time, but it's hard to tell from one of those because that was more of a concept trailer, right? Than anything else.
I think it was. Yeah. But that's a game that's so kind of minimal in its art style. I feel like they could ramp everything up and make it look really slick.
What, you don't want them to do it minimal anymore?
No, I do.
Okay.
No, that's the style of that game.
Mm-hmm.
If they started doing really detailed textures and stuff, it would just look a bit weird, I think.
I hadn't looked at it or thought about Mirror's Edge for ages until I put the videos together for our pianist at the MCM thing, and still it looks insanely gorgeous. It's so bold and colourful.
For a, what, 6-year-old game now? 6-year-old game, it's not bad.
It's a 6.
I think
2008.
so, yeah, 2008, I think so.
It was when Riticello came into EA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 of his first games were Dead Space and Mirror's Edge, and everyone was like, EA, yeah!
But then neither of them sold quite as well as they wanted them to.
No.
Did Dead Space not do well?
It did alright, but it didn't sell quite as well as they wanted to, which is why they made it more actiony.
The first Dead Space is brilliant. Yeah, genuinely
That's
great.
a shame. That's a shame.
But now those people are doing Hardline, so it's better luck to be able to do something interesting.
Well, they can go off the back of that.
Didn't they do Army of 2 as well, though?
Visceral.
Army of 2, 3.
That was...
That was that other lot, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Visceral, but it was another
It's not a
Visceral
team.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
a
the
Oh,
different
okay,
team.
but it was still Visceral, right?
Yeah,
like
it was,
Visceral,
yeah.
like Texas or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Austin or something.
we'll actually get to see more Dragon Age Inquisition, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Because that's been around forever, and I don't think I've really seen that much of it.
I've seen some stuff. I saw all about the keeps.
Yeah, you saw it.
Because I went to a presentation. I didn't get to play anything, but I got to see a substantial slice of what they're trying to do.
It's got to be playable this time, right?
Exciting.
No, not at E3.
No?
No, it's not enough time at E3.
No.
They'll do a big... but they'll do a big event after. They'll just get people to see it. Because, I mean, if you've got thousands of journalists there, you've got to put thousands of pods. Well, not quite. But you've got to put at least 10, 20 pods out.
Yeah.
For everybody to get to see it, where you can just get a theatre there, get them all in and say, this is it. But I think after... Because it's out October, is it? Has it got a date?
I don't know.
It's out this year, right?
What were we talking about again?
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
God.
October. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Rich.
Sorry,
Thanks
no,
for...
I kind of zoned out.
Right,
for a second.
how's it going, Lou? Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's Dragon Age, but you know what I'd like to see?
Mass Effect.
I'd like to see Mass
Mass
Effect.
Effect.
I want to see what they're doing with it.
Do you know what? I'm kind of disappointed that BioWare are taking the approach that they've been doing in the last year. Because they dribble little bits out, hey, we're working on this and hey, we're working on that. I want the excitement of a boom. Yeah. Here's the announcement trailer. This is coming.
Look at the VGAs with Mass Effect 3. They teased it for ages.
Oh, that's great.
What is this?
What
is this?
Yeah, what is it? What could it be? And there's speculation for
They didn't even say it was a BioWare game, did they?
No, I think they did, but... Because they did that with that Command & Conquer game that they ended up binning, didn't they?
Yeah.
They had all sorts of teaser pictures and it was like, it could be anything. And it just made things a bit more interesting, I think. I mean, more work for us having to cover all every little bit.
Yeah, but we get excited as well.
It's exciting as well, yeah. No,
I would flip my shit if that happened. I'd just...
Would you like... You're doing one on the table and they go like that. Flip it.
No, but I would start ripping up seats and just...
that coaster one. That coaster one where you flip it and then catch it before it hits the table. You do that with your own poo.
The E3 tradition is if the Lakers win the Super Bowl...
There's a riot.
No, what's it? The championship.
Like the championship.
The championships. If the Lakers win the championship...
What?
The NBA League.
I don't know.
They just start rioting because they won and flipping cars and shit.
Oh, yeah, the NBA playoff finals.
Yeah, it would be that, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's championship finals, right?
Playoff.
I don't know, it's all bouncing balls and throwing. It's like netball, isn't it?
No.
I'm sorry, Americans, I like basketball.
Me too, I love it.
I hate it. I mean, no, I really do. But I would just start ripping seats out and throwing them on stage. I want to get outside and be flipping cars and yes!
What do you want from it?
A title? Just that's it.
Just a name.
Just want a cue card.
What would you do if they said, we're having it, you can select any race you want? Would you like that? Or would that...
It's a free-to-play MOBA.
Yeah, it's a free-to-play MOBA and you can be any race.
I would rip the auditorium down, but not for good reasons. Different reasons.
It's a free-to-play card game.
I'd be annoyed. I wouldn't be annoyed. I'd be slightly disappointed if it was a prequel.
I think it's probably going to be.
That's because, I want it. It's like Halo Reach all over again in the Titanic. You know what's going to happen at the end.
But the thing is, they ended Mass Effect 3 in such a way that it's not really open for a sequel, is it?
No, in terms of the world and the universe, Shepard's gone. I'm okay with that. Right. It'll be Mark Meer voicing Commander Reaper.
I want to be that dude that's like excited voice, and then when he says something, what are they called? What's that race?
Oh, the Elcor. Or
Is there
Hana.
the big...
No, it's the Elcor. The Hanas are the big octopus.
This one is...
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a game just with him, and then a singing game with Mordin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we get if they announce it and we get to interview the game, I'll go mildly excited. What do you think of your announcement? And then it was getting an erection.
Yeah, semi-erect.
Semi-erect. Is there any chance there'll be a crossover between the other characters from the other universe? Massively erect. Could
Mass
Mass erect.
Oh,
could we see massively erect? Could we see Thane again? I would take a Thane spin-off game.
Yeah, but...
Thane's pretty badass.
Yeah, but...
He's got to take down Garrus.
Yeah, but...
Just
There's
killing
a problem
him.
with that, isn't there?
No, prequel.
Oh, in the prequel. Yeah.
Whoa, dodgy crown.
It's not dodgy ground. The game's been out for like 5 years.
No, it's a 10-year statute of limitations on spoilers.
Is there?
No.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, Haley Joel Osment sees dead people.
Oh man, I've had that in my DVD collection for a decade.
That's over a decade.
I was going to watch it when I got home.
Isn't that 1998?
It's 96, I think.
96?
Oh, wait, anyway,
wow.
that's in the trailer.
I might be 98.
Is it?
What you just said.
Bruce Willis isn't dead. Yeah, I basically just did a...
Bruce Willis isn't dead.
He is dead. Oh, no.
Don't spoil it.
It's been so long since I've seen it that I forgot.
What should we talk about?
Let's talk about sports. Sports, I reckon we're going to see some kind of American football style game where they have a ball shaped like a...
Yeah, like a sort of egg type thing.
Yeah, like a blimp. And I think they're going to throw it at people.
Yes.
And they're going to catch it.
It'll be called Madden 15.
15.
Who do you think is going to be
What
the
was the
main
last one,
dude?
Madden 15?
No, it's Madden 25.
25.
It's
That
May
confused me.
26. Who do you reckon is going to be the main fella in the golf games? Do you reckon they'll get someone?
I don't think they're going to show a golf game
Madden.
on stage.
Madden PGA Tour.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be it.
I don't know, Rory McIlroy.
No, God, no, that's not going to sell. It's
McIlroy Golf.
I don't think there is a name in golf that could sell it in the same way.
Ian Woosnam.
It would just be PGA Tour.
Ian Woosnam. Phil Taylor, the dart player. Yeah. Let's just do cross.
There was a Phil Taylor darts game.
There was, yeah.
Didn't I get one of you to review?
I wasn't with you then.
I got Abraham's to review it, I think.
I got him to sign the
guy.
front cover of the game though. I love Phil Taylor. Other than the sex allegations, he's a brilliant man.
I wasn't aware of those.
He invited.
Lee made them.
He
Is it
invited-
label, is it?
He invited a load of girls back to his caravan because he lives on a caravan.
Is this label?
He lives on a caravan.
He lives it on one and also in one, depending how drunk he is.
Hey ladies,
Phil,
come stairs to the roof of my caravan.
Potentially libelous claims.
No, it was in the newspapers.
Oh, right.
Half of our audience are now, who are they talking about?
Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube, click here for a sex tape of Phil Taylor.
He's a darts
Oh.
fella. He does this.
I hate him. I hate the guy.
On what basis?
I'd say just the way he carries himself.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, so new Need for Speed, that's not this year, but next year, will they tease it or will they not care?
They
Nah.
might do.
Sims 4, we'll see, right?
Nah.
Yeah, that's PC only.
But now Rosero is a multi-platform entertainment system.
Nah.
Don't care about the Sims.
Let's move on to Ubisoft. I'm going to mention a game before we start going through these.
That I didn't write down?
Yeah.
What was it?
I want to see Beyond Good and Evil 7.
Yeah.
Or whatever number it is. Is it 3? 2?
Two.
2, yeah. God, wow. Have we only had one?
Do you know what? Am I not right in saying that the last thing we heard about that was Ansel saying, I'm going to finish Rayman first and then I'm on it? And
Yeah, I think
so
so.
he's had a good little while.
Was he involved with... Oh, Valiant Hearts, isn't it? That's what they're doing next.
He's not doing that.
Is
though.
he not involved with that?
No.
Okay.
That's not him. So he
But
must
he's
be
had
doing
to
that.
presumably dedicate a section of his team to that.
It's like a...
So
No,
is
no,
it not
because I-
taking away from...
No, I interviewed
Beyond
the
Good and Evil
blokes
2?
from Valiant Hearts and they worked on like Assassin's Creed and they
Oh,
just
are
they
they,
pull them from the larger
okay.
team. It's not like Ansel's got a little army.
Right,
It's
okay.
the Ubisoft way.
I guess, yeah.
one
they must
game
be
made by
flexible.
12 studios.
Yeah.
Seems to work alright for them for the most part.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But yeah, that wasn't on our list. Let's talk about it before we go through the games one by one. Are we expecting them to go out on their press conference for the third year running with a huge bang? 2 years
That's
ago,
what
Watch
Ubisoft
Dogs.
tend to do now, isn't it?
Last year, The Division.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
What do you expect?
No. I
No.
don't think they will.
Really?
I think they're
No,
juggling
I
too
don't.
many brand new IP.
No. Because they
Do
can
you know
announce one every year.
I don't think they're going to.
No, wait, it doesn't have to be a brand new IP.
If they come out...
It could be a new Splinter Cell. It could be a new Rainbow Six.
I don't think it'll be Splinter Cell.
No,
I think
Splinter Cell's
they're
too
either going to end with a big Rainbow Six reveal or something Assassin's Creed-y or...
No, Assassin's Creed will be in the middle.
Comet. And they'll just kind of...
Comet isn't one...
Is Comet.
Or Beyond Good and Evil.
I think Beyond Good and Evil is a good shout.
They could finish on that and people would be like, wow.
Or Rainbow Six, because think about it. What have Toronto been working on since Splinter Cell?
Nothing.
They're rumoured to be working on. I'm not sure if it's a rumour actually, or they are working on Rainbow Six.
It seems pretty legitimate that that's what they'd be doing next.
Well, a lot of the Rainbow Six guys went to Toronto, right?
Tonto.
Didn't,
they did.
I want to say it was the ex-Splinter Cell guy who started on Rainbow. Maxime Balance.
Yeah.
He went across to start a new team.
Yeah.
Sounds like Belen.
Bellon.
What were we playing earlier on that came out as French? Oh, we do know Watch Dogs.
An helicopter.
An helicopter.
An helicopter.
An helicopter.
Yeah, it was our Watch Dogs. Our Watch Dogs live stream. And helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay, let's break it down, get the time. Let's start with the most... I don't want to say lamest, less interesting. The crew.
Tumbleweed.
No, I don't know. I played it last year and I thought it was alright. If it's kind of had that benefited from that year in development.
It's a driving game. You
Yeah,
drive
but
around.
People like driving games.
I don't.
How did we not mention a new Forza
Driving MMO.
when we're talking Microsoft? There's got to be a new Horizon.
It's time for a new Horizon, isn't it?
Yeah. Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
I'm putting my money on that to be announced.
I wouldn't
the
bet
bad
against
news
that.
is
I'll stake your career on it.
That
Well,
means
no,
no PG.
stakes riches.
I'll stake Rich's career on it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure it'll be announced.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Okay, the crew. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's hard to get excited about a driving game. That's not to say it won't be good, but it's like racing cars.
I think it's got potential because it's not just racing cars. There's objective-based stuff, team-based, objective-y things. So, you don't like driving games, so you're...
I just think they're creatively constrained by themselves. There's only so much you can do.
Would you prefer if there was a car with like 100 wheels?
Yeah.
A big caterpillar.
I'd play that game,
be good, wouldn't it?
and I'd call it Snake, 3D Snake.
Yeah.
He's just got to go around and
That's
watch his
good.
town.
Right? You would like that?
Yeah.
As long as that happens and lots of things explode, it's all good.
Well, I think there might be exploding things.
You do realise that when they announce a 3D Snake, that is the industry completely ruined. It's like they've run out of ideas. And
If they announce it, I want royalties.
Dude, if there isn't already one on iOS, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, there must be.
Who owns Snake?
Third-person Snake,
Nokia.
I guess.
Kojima.
Kojima.
Snake.
Metal Gear Solid 5 Snake
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
This is a spin-off. Alright, let's focus on the announced stuff that might not be as big a presence this year. Like The Division, which has slipped to 2015. Or
I'm
maybe
really
2016.
excited about that game.
They're going to want to show something still, aren't they?
Yeah, because they've got to keep interest up, right?
But that's a long time to keep interest up for.
I know, it's true.
Not if they space it out.
All they need to do, right, is get a load of cars in a row, open all the doors, and just have one guy just...
Like, pressing them up.
creeping down cover, closing them.
But
Yeah.
am I right in saying that we haven't seen any meaningful gameplay from that game since that original announcement, have we?
No.
I think there was a dev diary showing how they build the city and stuff, but
nothing
else.
to kind of get stuck into.
Was it the Snowflake engine or something? Snowdrop.
Snowdrop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon they could just literally show a 7-second clip at E3 instead of him closing a door, him reaching in and opening a door and using it
Getting
for
out
cover.
a packet of Murray mints.
Or going in the glove box, getting some gloves on and then just walking some more on his hands
that'd be
in
cool.
the snow.
Yeah.
In the snowdrop
Or getting
engine.
a nice scraper and going, doing the windscreen. No, a compact disc.
And then he gets in his
Pouring
car,
the kettle over it.
drives to work,
Yeah.
and he sits behind a computer doing a menial job.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
And it's like they're selling it with a peripheral keyboard.
Yeah.
Where you can just basically just
You have to do
word,
data entry.
and word processing. That's a game that I would love.
I think we've established that none of us should ever be games developers.
No.
Imagine that. Well, I've already told you my idea for a horror movie, but I won't say it on camera because you're not stealing my idea.
They won't want to steal it.
You're not stealing my idea. It's a great idea. Obviously, we're going to see Ask Creed, multiple versions. Are we expecting
2 versions?
Yeah, you would have.
Multiple.
They'll announce Comet and they'll show us more of Unity.
Is Comet going to be set in the chain of electrical stores? Is what I want. If not, I'm going to be disappointed.
Or in the back of a GTA 5 car.
Yeah.
So guy in the back in the boot going,
Yeah.
"Get on, get me past immigration."
Exactly. Why Comet? Do you think?
Because it's set in space.
Is it just a code name or is that the actual title?
Isn't it set in space?
No, so that's the current gen one. The next gen one's called Assassin's Creed Curry's.
Curry's, nice. Curry's PC World.
And then they're just going to do spin-offs every year.
Dixon's.
I'd buy Assassin's Creed Dixon's.
Yeah.
But so what are the rumours re-Comet?
It's coming.
You don't know anything?
I only know what we were speculating last time.
Setting?
It's gonna have a bit of London in it.
Well, I thought that was Unity.
Well, that's the French. Oh.
I thought Unity was going to be, because that's the only way they can get the ships involved again.
Yeah, but there's not going to be ships in it, is there?
Of course there is. They spent years developing this tech. They're not just going to get rid of it. Or there'll be an arcade game in a...
I don't know. I don't want them to do any more ships.
For me,
stuff.
it makes sense if they do London and...
What,
is it
you
Paris?
you cross
London
the
and Paris, exactly. And you've got the channel.
There's the Eurotunnel now. Why would you do that?
Imagine that. Assassin's Creed Unity is just you building the...
Eurotunnel.
It's like Minecraft.
Yeah.
To dig under.
just chopping away with your pickaxe.
I would still play that.
And you are 0.0001% closer to London. But no, I genuinely think that something like that might happen. Because they want to use that tech again, right? They're not just going to make it and then...
I don't know. Yeah, part of me thinks that they will, but part of me hopes that they don't.
What do you reckon it's going to rely upon? Like visually, it's going to be incredible, right?
Yeah,
it's
no
next
doubt.
Gen,
Yeah.
And they've been working on it for a long time.
I suppose they have to, don't they?
It's an interesting setting, isn't it? French. Biff was saying when we were talking about it last time, it's not Les Miserables. It's not that period.
Okay.
And I actually haven't looked into the history of it, but
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
I went to school with Les Miserables.
It's revolutionary France, isn't it? That's a pretty cool setting.
That's not Les Miserables. I've never seen it.
I think there's a civil war and there's a revolutionary.
Cried
It's
over it,
different.
right?
I've seen it in that actual. I've been to the theatre to see it with my missus.
Oh, but that's different because like you didn't go, hey, wifey, let's go to the theatre.
No, but it's good though.
Les Miserables.
It's good, and I saw it at the cinema with huge action.
Have you got the Blu-ray as well?
No,
DVD?
no, I illegally streamed.
Okay, that's a great thing to admit on the live on video and. Okay, Far Cry 4, woo, yeah.
The follow-up to XBA and PST's Game of the Year 2013.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
That's
that.
good memory.
Wasn't it?
Was it 2013, not 2012?
2012, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course it was, because last year was Next Gen launch.
Yeah.
What got Game of the Year?
Oh yeah, it was 2012.
What got the Game of the Year
How she says
last
that?
year?
Blimey.
What got Game of the Year last year?
Oh god, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Spelunky.
GTA.
Of course, GTA.
We got the worst memories, haven't we? We gave it 100. What was it again? Oh yeah, GTA.
Right, let's. We expect a big announcement, one maybe, and it's more of the same. Comet will be a big announcement, I assume. Yeah, I think it'll be a strong year for Ubisoft as well.
I'm going to make this prediction now. Assassin's Creed Comet will have a protagonist with a hood. You heard it here first.
Are you sure about that?
This is the kind of insightful shit that people tune in for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right, moving swiftly on. Sony. Okay, Sony. Let's start at the top. Uncharted 4 will be there for sure, right?
Well, they've announced
Not
it, and we
for
haven't
sure.
seen anything since.
I don't think that's a guaranteed presence.
But they need to strike
They
while
should.
the iron's hot, right?
I think they should, and they
I
probably
think Sony
will,
are in danger of not having any big tentpole things to show.
Do you think people are going to get wound up if it's another big indie game showcase?
No doubt they're going to do that section where for 15 minutes they just list a million games and I desperately try and
PlayStation
do
is
the
the
news.
best place for indies, and indies to thrive, and this year will be no different.
But do you know, I think about that, Sony's established themselves at the moment as the daddies of indie on console.
Yeah.
That's not going to do it anymore. They need big things at E3.
Yeah.
They need big names. They need big new announcements. And the difficulty is, if they announce something now, the odds of it coming out this year are pretty slim, right? And what else have they got coming out before the end of the year?
0.
Drive
Club.
Club.
Yeah.
Not the order anymore.
The order's
It's been delayed
slipped.
into February 2015.
There's not a lot else.
There was, that silence was justified because it was like, no.
They've got to fill the gap with indies, and it's not quite good enough.
There will be something they've got up their sleeves, surely.
Project Beast, but is that ready for this year? Who knows?
Is that even a thing?
Well, what we know about it so far, we think we know about it so far, is that it's kind of a spiritual follow-up to Demon's Souls, but you've got a shotgun, and it's got shaggy dogs in it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like it then, right?
It plays like it, it's the same kind of
You've
game.
got a shotgun.
Yeah, but it still plays like it.
You've just taken out the
Yeah,
the
but if
core
it's
pillar.
like a 2-shell, one of those.
It's a short range weapon. Yeah.
One of
But
those
you've
sort
got
of
a
sawn-off
shotgun.
things.
But you've got a shotgun.
You could still be quite tense putting in the shells, and if you're really slow.
but you've
like-
got
Well,
a
he actually
crossbow.
stops
No,
every time to reload. He puts it on the
Wait,
floor and it's
In
just
Dark Souls and that, you've got a crossbow, so, you know.
It's just
it's
a
a
shotgun.
projectile weapon.
You're a projectile weapon. So yeah, that's slipped. So no Uncharted, you don't think?
It's going to be
it's got to be.
in trailer form.
So no live demo. Because that on its own could potentially just win E3.
But it was. I'm pretty sure it's the case of we've announced it, we've barely started making it. Look forward to it soon.
That was last year though.
What can you do in a year?
Well,
Well,
give me a year.
presumably they've been working on it for ages before that
Maybe,
reveal.
but they're going to have to make a new engine or bolt all kinds of crap onto their existing engine because they never worked on next gen before, right?
Although they've done a lot to get The Last of Us to fit on PS4,
Yeah, true enough.
so
Do you think they'll show that?
maybe.
Do you think people?
No, I
It
don't.
seems-
No, I
Maybe a
don't,
little 30-second.
not even
snippet.
that.
No, I think they will. I bet you
Really?
they will. Yeah, definitely.
What will be interesting to see how much weight they put on Project Morpheus.
Yeah.
See how serious about it they are. Because it's kind of cool in that. I'm not convinced. Oh no, I'm going to reword that. I don't know how interested the general public is.
In virtual reality.
Yeah.
Well, it's virtual reality is one of those things that you've got to experience. You can't have something on stage like a Comic-Con show.
I think-
showing off a
I think it's gonna live or die by its price tag. If it's too expensive, people aren't going to bother with it.
What's too expensive?
For me, I think the ceiling would be about £100. I wouldn't want to pay any more than £100 for
I'd pay
a
150.
virtual reality headset. I don't know if I would.
I think it's going to be more than that.
What?
Because
150, 200?
It couldn't be any more than 200, right? No one would buy it.
No.
Or very few people would buy it. I certainly wouldn't.
so that for me would be
I'd
the
pay
sticking point.
150. I might go a little bit above that.
I'd go 175, absolute tops.
I'd go 129.99. That would be my final offer. No
Very-
more than that.
130 quid?
No.
No. Penny
The thing
to
is, just like Connect, it needs a thing that convinces you that it's the greatest thing. Otherwise, it's just a kind of gimmicky novelty. It needs a game that really sells it.
Yeah.
Loading human.
Possibly.
Picking up cubes, putting them in frying pans.
What's Monkey Island? That was just a tech demo, effectively.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to sell project. It's not going to sell headsets.
What about a tour of the historical city of Bath?
Where did that come
I
from?
don't know. Just plucked it out the air.
I've lived there, so I wouldn't need to do that.
What about the historical city of Birmingham?
I've been there
Jesus.
for...
Well, it'll be called One Day in Handsworth.
oh, God.
Do you know what? I would buy one if it meant that every time I drove through Birmingham I saw a different city.
You have to not get stabbed if you're walking through Handsworth.
There you
That's
go.
the aim of the game.
That's my childhood.
Yeah.
Right there. Are we expected to see The Last Guardian? Or LOL?
The
Should we,
optimist in me is hoping that it shows up, but the pessimist and realist in me says it ain't gonna happen.
If they've got Uncharted, something decent and chunky from
They don't need
Uncharted, and they've got The Last Guardian, they might be able to salvage something.
I see salvage, they're ahead.
Let's not forget
And it's a better unit in terms of output.
No,
at the
do you know
moment.
what though? This time last year, when the E3 conferences came around, at the end of the... People talk now like the Microsoft one was disastrous. But I remember how I felt after that Microsoft one, and it was strong. They had a lot of decent games. It was pretty good. It was only because Sony kind of done some snidey stuff and stuck the knife in, and because of what subsequently happened that it seemed so bad. Microsoft knows how to do E3. Sony needs to do as good this time, if not better.
Sorry, I'm buzzing. Somebody's retweeting our stuff.
Oh, nice.
But what did Sony announce last year at the E3 press conference?
Did they announce PlayStation Now?
No, they did that at CES, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
I'd say we could see more on PlayStation Now you've mentioned it. See what I did there? PlayStation Now?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, some people have already got it. It's coming out in summer in America, isn't it?
Is it really?
I think so.
We're getting it next year.
Yeah.
Oh, typical.
Yeah.
You know what we should be getting this year?
What?
Persona 5. We'll talk about that later.
That'll be there, right?
No.
You know that for sure?
I don't know. Well, yeah. Not sure it's the right trade show for it.
Right.
Because it's,
Yeah, it
it's
might
still
get kind
Japanese state, right?
A bit nichey.
And I was talking to somebody who might be in the game.
Yes, you were, weren't you?
Yeah. But yes, we'll keep that under wraps. What about David Cage's next big thing? We had Project Kara last GDC, not this GDC. Last GDC last year, right? 2013.
Yeah, and then the year after that, it was the Dark Sorcerer.
Yeah, that was E3, right?
Yeah.
That was only 6 months later, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a year on.
So his game's slated for 2015-16 at the moment, and all he said is that it's going to be very different to the stuff that he's done before.
So it's actually going to be a game. Oh!
You liked Beyond, didn't you?
No, I did like Beyond, but Beyond at times, it's like I said in the review, it's on rails.
I'm kind
I left the controller and the game progressed.
I have no interest in that game.
But I mean, so
Just
people are saying that the tech demos are nothing to do with the games. But obviously, if you remember that to many E3s ago when they showed off the casting demo, she became a part of Heavy Rain. So we've seen two completely different tech demos at the moment. One about an android and one about a comedy sorcerer. So what can...
Bring those together. Sorcerer who makes a robot.
Okay. So this is like a New Age Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Just a sorcerer, this robot turns it, makes it like a normal boy. Yeah. And he has trouble fitting
it's like
in.
Mash X for his nose to grow.
Yeah, there you go.
Jason! So, do you think we'll see anything? And if anything, which way is it going to go? Is it going to go Kara route or Dark Sorcerer route?
No, I don't think it will relate to either.
No. I think it'll go Kara route. There's a game in that. There's a great game in that.
Well, that was really engaging, wasn't it?
Like,
it'd be interesting if it because if it goes the Dark Sorcerer route, then we're looking at comedy, which is completely tonally different for him.
Yeah.
Can he do comedy? Can many people do comedy?
Kara was better than Dark Sorcerer.
Yeah. In terms of tech, no.
Oh, I'm talking about the kind of storytelling.
Direction, concept.
Yeah,
absolutely. I thought Kara was like, wow.
Yeah.
And if you think about that, and because the whole concept was there was one human kind of acting android that got pushed out to stores, right? And I assumed that you would either be that android or you would be buying the android, and then they'd be trying to take it back. And then basically it'd be like iRobot.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, there's some interesting ground there, I think.
Alright, so that's press conference day done. Anything else to add on press conference day?
There's loads of other stuff from the other publishers that we haven't touched on yet.
God, and we've still got like 12 minutes left. Yeah. Alright, let's go through...
I should talk about Homefront.
Yeah, let's talk about Homefront.
So by the time this goes up, maybe you've already seen the preview. I don't know, but let's talk about it anyway. I played Homefront Revolution the other day. It's by Crytek UK. They didn't use the word open world at all.
Not really?
Because... they keep on calling it a sandbox game in an open environment. It's set in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And it's the follow-up to Homefront from whatever year it was. It's quite old now, Homefront, isn't it?
2010, 11?
Yeah, 2010.
The only relation it bears to that game is the name and the kind of context, which is that Koreans have taken over America. It's set 4 years later, so whereas it was a relatively new invasion in that game, in this one it's an established one. They've got everything on lockdown. They've got all the high-tech stuff, they've got drones that fly around, they've got tanks, they've got soldiers on the streets. And inside this world, there's civilians that go around and do their thing, like in the same way as Far Cry 3, you know, when a lion could come in and mash something up just out of the blue. There's like emergent gameplay that comes from the people. Yes, it was a tiger.
Were there any lions in Far Cry?
I think so.
No. So they could like blow up an enemy station like completely out of the blue as you're going along.
So it's all emergent kind of gameplay?
Yeah, it's emergent. Well, from what they showed us, it was like a 10-minute thing. And so they showed all of the gadgets. Because what you've got to do is, you're like a ragtag. You haven't got anything. So you have to scavenge stuff. And you can craft it together. So one thing that they showed was you get a remote controlled car, you put a bomb in it and a camera, and you drive it into their base and blow it up.
That's happened before, right, in a game?
You can do that in Dead Rising, can't you?
Oh, you can do it in Dead Rising. And you can also do it in...
Call of Duty Black Ops, wasn't it?
Black Ops, but there was another one where you crafted and you made a... Rage.
Oh yeah, Rage had them. But there were little
Did you do that in
spiders.
Rage?
There were spiders, weren't there?
Yeah, there were spiders.
Spider drone
Right.
thingies. That
Okay. The difference with that is that this looks really good.
Okay.
I was really impressed by it.
Ouch.
Was there any cream cheese in it?
No.
Why not?
But do you want to know why it's set in Philadelphia?
Why?
It's fascinating because it's the birthplace of freedom in America.
Ah, okay.
It's where the Liberty Bell is. It's where they signed the Declaration of
course.
Independence.
Yeah.
So it's ironic that it
Symbolic.
should be symbolic of the fact that they've been crushed.
Yeah.
The Americans are in pieces.
And
it's next gen only. What?
I want to be able to go to Paddy's pub. So
You
it's
may be
always
able
sunny in
to do that.
Philadelphia.
I don't care as long as I can go, Philly! That's it, I'm done. I'll be walking down the streets going, Philly!
There should be an Easter egg where you walk past a basketball court and you can see the Fresh Prince playing and getting into a fight.
And then you can go and lick
His
the
mum gets
Liberty
scared.
Bell.
Yeah.
DLC is you go to
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Oh, so that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, we haven't really talked about it that much. But I mean, I guess there isn't that much to talk about at the moment.
No, well, so we saw like a 5-10 minute presentation
When's it out? Next year, this year?
next year.
Okay, another next year. Next year is going to be amazing. For
Yeah,
games.
next year's going to be great.
This year's going to be.
Well, October's mental for games this year.
Go on.
Dragon Age, Alien, Metro Redux, right?
You're struggling after 3, Rich.
No, wait. What else?
No.
Arkham Knight,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
It's November.
Yeah.
I bet Battlefield's probably out in October.
November.
Probably.
Shadow Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
GTA next year.
maybe. Who knows?
I'll just be playing Destiny from the month before.
Destiny, September. Yeah.
Witcher
there's
3.
loads in October. The Evil Within is October now.
Witcher 3.
No, that's
Is it Witcher-
2015.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, next year's going to be amazing.
2015.
Have you got appointments to see that at E3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm more
Absolutely.
excited about The Witcher 3 than I am Dragon Age.
Yeah,
It's
no.
probably justified.
I like The Witcher, don't get me wrong. The thing I love about Dragon Age is that The Witcher's very much a single character experience.
Yeah.
Whereas Dragon Age is a squadron.
Right.
I'm not sure what you'd call them.
A troop.
A troop? No, a troop.
A
A ragtag bunch.
band.
Band.
Yeah, a band of merry adventurers.
Okay, we'll go with that, with what Rich said. But choice and consequence.
Yeah.
By the way, do that so well. Nobody else does it as good as them.
I
So-
like the keeps. You can
They're very
change the
distinct
curtains and
games.
the carpet and
Oh,
that.
really? So the curtains can match the,
Yeah.
the carpet.
Exactly.
I'd have them all yellow.
Yeah, lovely.
Maybe a blonde colour.
Nice.
Alright, so we've got a list here. Alien Isolation, that's going to be good, right?
Yeah.
You can't talk
we'd
about it.
hope so.
I can't tell you anything about what I can't tell you about.
Alright, so The Witcher 3, more the same, right? I like the whole monster hunting with The
Well,
Witcher.
it's an open world now, right?
Mm.
So that's a big move for it. It's going to be just as characterful as
It's
ever.
going to look lovely.
Arkham Knight, excited?
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I still haven't seen that.
I'm seeing it E3,
Sorry.
aren't
Dan, you've played it a couple of times now, right?
Not
Oh,
played
you've
it.
you've been in its presence
Yeah.
a couple of times.
I? Pumped
Yeah,
for Arkham Knight.
it's alright, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as hyped as everyone else
I
about
think
that
it's going
game.
to be great. Rocksteady, man, they know that shit.
Yeah, but I'm a arse asylum over.
You're an arse man.
I am an arse man. I'm an asylum over city guy.
So are you, aren't you?
Yeah.
I kind of like them both equally. I think they both have their own.
Yeah, they're both good.
Merits.
No, they are good, but like
I
stick
can't
a car in
choose
it, and then I'll be like,
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Batmobile.
Yeah, right.
No,
You're ruining Batman for me.
It's a car, not a Batmobile. It's like an Audi TT Quattro.
No, I want to see him in a little
Fiat
Skoda
500
or a Lada.
with his knees up to his nose.
Ears poking out the sunroof. Call of Duty. That looks.
It was good.
I'm more excited about Call of Duty than I am Arkham Knight.
What?
Kill me now.
If I had something to hand, I would.
My hand.
Strangle you.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Is
Destiny.
that genuinely?
Genuinely.
Why?
Just because Arkham Knight doesn't really. I mean, I can see why everyone would like it, but
You've
for
lost
me personally,
so many fans just now.
no,
No one likes you anymore.
I never had any to begin with, so
We're 55 minutes in. They left a long time ago.
it's just my mum listening now. Hi, Mum, love you. I'm on TV. Okay, Destiny. I mean, we've seen enough of that game now.
We've seen loads of it.
To
Yeah.
know that it's going to be boring. I mean,
It's gonna be good. Isn't
no, I'm excited about Destiny. Will we see Bethesda announce anything?
It's about time. How long has it been since they released
Skyrim, 2012.
But they've
'Cause it was
announced
game of the year.
Battlecry for PC.
Is that from
That's not
the main?
Bethesda Softworks, though, is it?
I don't know.
Isn't that made by the studio Battlecry? Because it's got
it
the
is,
same name.
Battlecry Studios. Yeah.
Like, can you think of a game that's got the same name and same developer?
Visionek.
What?
Visionek.
No, I can't.
Visionek on PlayStation.
What?
It's like a monochrome first-person shooter thing, an indie.
Indies don't
Called Visionek, and it's
I'm
developed
talking-
by Visionek.
I'm talking proper games. No, I'm joking.
Don't know.
But no. Dishonored 2? Arcane have been quiet for a few years.
I would literally
Yeah.
jizz everywhere if
Yeah.
they announced that.
When was
massive-
when was Dishonored? 2011?
Yes.
Has it been that long?
Or was it 2012? I think it was debuted in 2011. That's when we first saw it, wasn't
Was
it?
it?
I think.
All I know is all the time I was playing Thief, which admittedly wasn't all the way through.
Yeah.
I was
Are you in
like,
chapter
how much
5 yet? Between
No,
this
I
podcast.
still
You've not left my house since.
That's the problem. Dishonored out-thiefed, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it totally
and now
did.
Thief can't.
Out Dishonored.
Yeah, it can't Dishonored anymore.
I wonder if we'll see another Thief ever.
I don't know.
If he did well enough.
I don't know.
I'd like it as a survival horror game, which is
I
just the
think-
Insane Asylum for like 12 hours.
I think there was a nice framework there they could develop, but
I
I
agree.
don't know whether they will.
We'll see.
And some of the puzzles were neat and stuff.
Yeah, it had a lot going for it. Just didn't hang together that well, did it?
And new Mortal Kombat, do you expect that?
Yeah,
that
but they
poster
pretty
was
much
leaked,
admitted
wasn't
it.
Yeah. And Ed Boon, I noticed, changed his Twitter picture to a Mortal Kombat symbol, so I think that's imminent. The announcement of that.
He is the creator of Mortal
No,
Kombat.
but it's been
No,
like
to
a
the
question
new
mark
one.
for Yonk, so he's
Okay.
done it. Yeah.
And people have been asking, he's been responding to people as well without flat out going, yes, it's coming. He's basically
He
said
took a picture of the back of an MKX car as well and said, "What could this mean?" and stuff. It's,
Are
it's
you
blatant.
really?
Yeah.
And
He's
it
been
would be
teasing it
10
for
as
days.
well.
Mortal Kombat 10, yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
MKX.
I think.
Shadow Mordor we talked about in the last podcast. That's pretty much it. Let's talk about GTA next gen. We've skirted around it. Is it going to happen? Yes or no?
I hope not.
No,
Because
wasn't the last.
I'd rather Rockstar focused on something new.
Turn the dial.
I won't play it again. For other people who haven't played it, like the 3 people who haven't played
But
it,
you know,
brilliant.
you're thinking about it completely wrong.
Why?
You're thinking about, if they announce GTA for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, then they'll announce it for the PC, which will then make the PC community happy, and the modding crowd will be back. Plus, what they'll do is they'll announce it with heists in the package, and it'll all come as an all-in-one package, coming out October 27th.
Oh, do you know what, actually? What would turn me round on it was if they announced it with the first proper episode of single-player DLC.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
That, and if it came with that or something.
I think the best way to think about
That
it
and
is,
heists.
what they do is they sit in an office and they go, alright, so if we were going to do this, it'd cost us this much, and this is how much we'd make.
Yeah.
And if this bit's a lot bigger than that bit, they'll do it. And it is.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I would buy it again. I would buy the special edition again, even though the last special edition I bought is just sat in my office now,
mine is too.
in a corner.
I've worn the cap a couple of times, not
Really?
in public. Not in public.
I was going to say, what? With sex sessions with your girlfriend?
No, I've worn it while playing the game.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I wore it once for a photo to say, look, a dick, yay! And that was the only time I've ever worn it. And I would not wish it on my worst enemy. So I'd not wish it on you.
Well, I've got
But do you think it will come, yes or no?
Yes.
Will it be announced at E3 then?
I would say that would be the... Although Rockstar don't actually do E3, do they?
No, but...
No, they'll come on stage with a platform.
With a tattoo. Maula's going to come on out of nowhere and just go, hey, look, GDA. So the rumour I heard a long time ago was it is a platform exclusive to one of the...
Oh, it's going to be PS4, isn't it?
Why is it?
Because
Microsoft
has always been...
throw money.
Yeah, but GTA's always been a Playstation thing.
Yeah, but if Microsoft would say, here's 500 million...
I don't think they'd pay that kind of money for it.
Of course they would. They invested $1 billion.
$500 million.
They invested $1 billion in new games. That was the news story.
What, and half of that is marked for GTA 4, right?
Alright, but even if they throw 100 million at them, they're not going to go, no, sorry guys, we're a PlayStation exclusives.
Is that true? Have you really heard that that's what's
I've
happening?
heard it's going to be exclusive to one platform.
We thought that was coming last E3.
Yeah, but then when you thought about it, no, because you wouldn't want to ruin the sales, the current gens or the last gen sales. So this one makes sense.
See, I
Where is it in the charts? It's still in the charts, right?
Yeah.
Top 10?
Yeah, probably. I want
just.
I can't remember.
I want a new Red Dead. I want a new Bully. Or
you don't get
like
those
that.
at E3 though.
No,
but you would get. I reckon a new GTA next gen
or
version.
a new IP. Or Agent. What the hell happened to Agent?
Yeah, or maybe that could be.
Didn't it get canned?
No.
It's still not officially canned.
Still not been canned.
That
It's
could be,
still
that
out
could be
there.
on the
If
Sony
you
one.
log on the official Rockstar site, it's still in the thing. It's coming soon.
It's
Still.
it's not PlayStation only anymore, right? Is that the rumour?
No, I think it's been expanded to other formats.
Who's making that?
Rockstar.
San Diego.
They'll probably be all the studios again. They pile everyone in there.
What are the old Midnight Club dudes doing?
Oh, God, no idea.
That's San Diego, right?
They're all unemployed. Street bums.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just the way you said it. They can't be all unemployed.
There's too many
they're all
competitors for Midnight Club to be relevant anymore.
Well, they probably just used the engine for GTA 5 and 4.
Exactly, that Rage engine, yeah.
Rage.
I don't think that'll...
So, is it coming, yes or no?
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything to add?
No.
Exclusive?
Yeah.
Who to?
Yeah.
PlayStation.
PlayStation? Microsoft?
Yeah, PlayStation.
DLC coming with it?
No.
Heists, episode 1?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Which one?
Heists.
Episode 1?
No.
You don't think so?
It'd be nice.
Would you buy it?
I think that would be cool if they did that.
I don't know what I'd do. I don't know.
You can review it along with Tour de France next year.
Are you actually going to make me review it?
Well, you're the Tour de France franchise expert now.
I think you did such a good job reviewing that last one.
Dude, it was the most
you
entertaining
carved
review.
yourself out a little niche there.
What did you do recently? What review was it that you did in a poem?
Oh, Child of Light.
Child of Light.
Yeah.
You can do Child of Light too.
Okay.
I'll do
I
GTA
don't know if
next
I'll make
year.
it rhyme again. that was difficult.
But yeah, I think we've exhausted E3, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of what we're doing, we're seeing all these games and a load of unannounced games that a few unannounced games that we can't mention because we're under strict embargoes and NDAs. They'll be announced. There are some that are really, really interesting. New IPs, you won't see them come in, you'll be like, holy crap, that sounds good. So there will be announcements. Lee and Rich will be covering the press conferences, doing all the trailers on the Monday. I'll be out at the press conferences, then playing Microsoft games in the evening. So we'll try and do a really late wrap-up, Western time. Mm-hmm. So like 2 a.m. we're planning to do our wrap-up video. I might have had a few to drink, so I apologise in advance. I just wear sunglasses. It's LA. I can be pretentious. Then every day we're going to do a wrap-up. Just 10 minutes talking about what we've seen, what we've played, our experiences, any new announcements, any new news. We're going to keep them short. They're going to be 10-minute videos. We're seeing all the games from all the publishers, all the good stuff anyway. And yeah, we'll try and do a podcast out there. We'll try and rope in another journalist because at GDC we roped in a dev, Mike Bithorn. Now we're going to try and rope in a competitor.
To join us.
And yeah, I think that's it. Anything else to add?
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Brew up. So,
Go on, Rich.
yeah, we're going to brew up. Thanks very much for joining us for episode 2 of the Vidcast, and episode 10. We got to double figures. Get the fuck in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Full English podcast with me, your host, Dan Webb, and this, your other host, Rich Walker.
We're not really recording.
No, we're not. No.
I was gonna say.
Are you quite finished?
Yep.